What's problem, yo? You ever have a moment where somebody's giving you feedback and you just think to yourself, who the hell are you? Because that's exactly what happened to Rakai when India Love decided to check him about some clips she saw when he was doing a boarding school stream.
Me, just be honest with me though. You want me? Like, I'm not mean as a disrespect, but. Oh.
All good?
Yeah.
Not going to class?
No, I'm using the bathroom right now. Use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You know where it is, right?
yeah. How you doing?
All right, hey.
Yeah, use the bathroom right
Give yourself.
now. All right.
Right.
Wait, where's the bathroom by any chance?
I thought you said you knew where it was. Downstairs and straight ahead.
Downstairs straight ahead?
Yeah, downstairs straight ahead.
Okay. Are you a man?
No.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck like that?
What they was talking
Marty said you're a man.
after he tried to hit on me.
That's
It's
what I
crazy
said.
work. So that's what he wants.
Marty
That's
said,
what he's looking for.
And I'm like, what? Really? Marty said you was a man.
Who else?
Reem, Kello,
Right? Okay.
Ray.
Okay.
I said, playing with Reem.
Nah. Born with a coochie, but they was all flirting. So
That's
they
what
must
I'm
be looking
saying.
for something.
Wait, hold on.
That's a girl's bathroom.
Oh, right here?
So yeah, this doesn't, you can even clearly hear Rakai saying like, hey, no disrespect. Obviously, he's just trying to clip things, but hey, listen, you can never be too careful, right? And he says it, no disrespect. So what happens? India Love, she's doing her own stream. She's been grinding. She's been quite active. She has to give her opinion on this.
When I was watching Rakai's clips, because I didn't get to watch the actual stream from his boarding school, I was disappointed at the fact that, like, why are you choosing to the way he was speaking to girls about girls, the way they were speaking to the teachers about the teachers. It's like, when you're someone of influence, you gotta understand your role in life. Take that influence serious. Like, people probably watch Rakai and think it's okay to talk to their peers and talk to girls like that and talk to teachers like that. And I did not like that. Like, I get his personality, don't get me wrong. I get that he's a kid, don't get me wrong. But he gotta understand who he is to the world. It's not just about making somebody laugh. It's about your character and people seeing who you are as a young man. And I really didn't like how they was like talking to the girls, treating the girls, how they was talking about them when they wasn't around. That shit was not cute. It wasn't a good example. He's not leading by a good example, and I really did not like that. I'm gonna just say it.
If this isn't the funniest thing I've ever seen, when you're somebody of influence, you've got to take your influence seriously. She didn't like that. Who cares what she liked? When she was older than Rakai when she was getting finger banged by the game in a public park. What are you talking about here? She was older than Rakai then. She was like 18, 19. And she's talking about, no, I didn't like that. Who are you? Like, are you his mother? Are you his auntie? Are you his sister? Like, what the hell is that? And then Rakai's reacting to the situation.
Listen, BBL demon. What's up?
Stop, don't do that, bro. Stop. Don't be just.
I'm not disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm saying.
Because I'm cooler.
I thought I was cool her too. I just called her.
Okay, but
I just called her. I said I like the. If we put all that powder in my eyes. Come on.
So yeah, so the guy next to Rakai is Deshae Frost, who's very close friends with India Love. India Love, DDG, Deshae and DDG are locked in. So, he's trying to prevent this from escalating because Rakai was about to go off on her. He's like, what the hell? I know when I'm being disrespectful. And I was not at this point. And India Love would also get on a phone call and try to check him as well.
What do you see me do?
I just seen you going going to boarding school, and like I told my chat the same thing. I said I didn't get to watch much of the real streams. I only seen clips, and every time I seen a clip, you guys were disrespecting a teacher. You guys were like back talking females, and like it just felt like, why would you represent yourself in like a school thing like that? Because it seemed very disrespectful in my opinion.
And she got the right to feel like that.
You have the right to feel like that, and I never said she never had the right to feel like that. But I'm saying, it's content though. It was a boarding school. We would never like it's content. Like we wasn't disrespecting no.
Content is one thing.
All right, so
but, like,
okay, so
content with,
so when did anybody disrespect the girl? When? Like you name out anything? When did anybody disrespect the girl?
when did anybody disrespect the girl? Well, you named it first. You said it first when you called her a man and said.
I didn't call her a man. I asked, "Are you a man?"
Okay, and then wasn't that said multiple times?
No. I said, "Are you a man?" She said no. That's it.
Did your friends prolong the joke? I feel like the joke was prolonged a couple times.
No, I
could be wrong. I'm basing it off clips. And you have every right, like you said, it's content, but at the same time, you are a big influence on the world. So it's like people and kids and teenagers look up to you. So it's like there's a borderline between content and then you being an influence on a younger generation or a generation that looks up to you. So like they're probably thinking it's okay to disrespect the teacher and cut them off and say crazy shit and all that. Like I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's content, but then also you're representing yourself in school environments and being around people a certain way. You get what I'm trying to say?
Nah, I understand, but I'm saying, I'm just telling you, I'm trying to understand it for myself. I never disrespected nobody in that whole thing. Like, playing around, maybe, but like, I never disrespected any girl, literally disrespected for any clip or anything like that. I asked the girl a question, that's it. So, that's all I want to clarify.
Yeah, no, I could be wrong, so I respect you.
And I want to ask you a question, right? Let me talk to her.
Bro, give me my phone.
No,
Damn.
no, let me ask. No, I can't ask my question.
No, because I don't trust you.
Let me ask
But
her-
that's what I was saying.
let me
That's
ask her
what I
a
was telling
question.
him. I was like, yo, like, I was saying, like, yo, you know, you got to influence. You're probably just doing shit to realize that people could just, like, do that into their real lives, knowing that this is content. You feel what I'm saying? You'll see what I said. But, all right, Andel, have a good stream.
I appreciate you.
No problem. All right, bro.
Is that influence right there?
What?
Go on the stage because
Okay, bro.
I lost her
Goddamn,
award.
bro. Like, she's
No, exactly.
Okay, like, okay, bro.
Did I go on the internet and say,
right, bro.
"Oh my
I'm not-
God, Indian love, Indian love"? You have a lot of influence. Why would you do that? I didn't do that. I'm minding my business.
So he checked her multiple times. He's like, oh, she said you called her. He's like, I didn't call her a man. I asked her if she's a man. So this 17-year-old checking the hell out of her. Like, yo, you trying to play me like that? No. How about I show you exactly what I said? And she's like, well, you know, like I could be wrong. I'm just going off of clips. Okay. So instead of thinking that you could be wrong and then looking the clip up for full context and watching the stream, you instead decide to jump at this like an X page or some random person that just wants to get their opinion out when you know these people. What the hell is wrong with you? And he's even like trying to tell her, hey, look, lady, we're doing content here. Like imagine you show up and Rakai is sitting in the classroom quiet, being polite to everybody, and you're a Rakai viewer. You're looking at it like, this is boring. Like, get rowdy. Get buck. Do something. We're here because you're an entertainer. And do you think that the school and the people that he's going to visit aren't aware of who he is? They had to schedule this multiple times because there were constant swatting incidents and them getting hate. So they had to reschedule this. They showed him his content. They know that they're playing into the game. There's cameras following him. They know this is played up for the cameras. It's content. Like he says, it's acting. It's like, hey, 3, 2, 1, take one. Well, there is only one take since it's live streaming. And she can't seem to understand this despite her being in this industry for a couple of years. It's like, what are you doing here? And her being in social media for over 10 years. And she was even in reality TV shows. They had like a spin-off version of Keeping Up with the Kardashians for her, like something Westbrooks. Because that's her name, India Westbrook. And they were following her sister and her family. So you know how this works. Hey, you're trying to check this guy? So Deshae, clearly he's trying to preserve the situation, and India Love thanks him for that. And I'm going to play that clip for you guys right now.
Yes, W. Shay Shay for handling that very well, because we know Rakai could go left with his comebacks, but you know, people are entitled to feel how they feel, and sometimes the truth hurts. Like, you gotta respect people in authority, I feel like, whether it's for content or not, because you're influencing others to want to do so. I'm really trying to.
So yeah, he was about to roast the hell out of India Love. You know how the energy gets with Rakai, especially if he felt like he was being played with. And India Love just, it's crazy. She's walking around with these out of the norm piercings, tattoo on her face, and she's saying like, oh yeah, representation from the kids. Is that a representation that you want for kids? Like, hey, get tattoos on your face, get odd piercings at 30 years of age, abnormal piercings where people usually go through that phase as teenagers, maybe early 20s. I'm not saying people can't have that at that age, but if you are going to say like, oh no, you should be behaving in this way, you should be a model citizen. And the clip in question that Rakai was referencing is like, yo, is this handling yourself properly? Is this being respectful? That was at the Streamer Award show for Breakout Streamer of the Year.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai and shout out blah, 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 blah.
So this was India Love at the Streamer Awards going up there. And it's funny, she said, yo, Rakai should have won, so FaZe Adapt won. And then she says, like, who the hell is FaZe Adapt? She's drunk out of her mind. She hops on stage and she gets booed by everybody there. And she's got the nerve to come at Rakai. And you could see the way that he even tries to go further. And Deshae Frost gets out of the frame.
Then I go on the internet and say, oh my God, Indian Love. Indian Love. You have a lot of influence. Why would you do that? I didn't do that. I'm minding my business. You trying to get out the clip. The Shady Frost is literally right here.
Nah, for real, bro. That ass, no India slander. Come on, bro. Don't do that. That's fucked up.
That's facts though.
I'm on my being positive. I got 3 months. I gotta be positive to women, bro. I'm going through so much shit. You think I'm gonna be inside this shit? No. I'm on my positive arc with women. I'm gonna go donate $50,000 to a random women's charity. The fuck?
So right here, you see Deshae Frost run out the clip because I guess he doesn't want to get chewed out by India Love, or he knows what situation he's been in. And this is where you know Rakai is acting for a lot of his content, and he also doesn't give a damn because he's being really logical here. On the call with her, you're like, okay, so tell me what it was. And then he's just breaking her down, and he's giving her facts, and it shows that she reacted impulsively and didn't give full context, didn't ask him like, hey, like I saw that, like did I get something wrong? No, you're asserting that you didn't like what he did, but you didn't know the full context of what he did, and you were wrong in your assumptions about what he did. And you're a worse example. Like I said, when you were his age, when you were older than him, you were moving mad. Right now, you were moving mad a couple of months ago like he just showed you. And she's talking about, oh, I didn't like what he did. Her man's Deshae Frost, we just saw him slap earth, wind, and fire out of a chick, so much so that she damn near hit her head on the boat, on the top of on the ground floor, whatever, on the deck of the boat when they were filming a reality show. That was just going viral. You didn't call him to check him then. You didn't hop on stream and say, man, I didn't like that by Deshae. Hey, Deshae, like, yo, how could you possibly do something like that? Like, hit a girl like that. Nah, she didn't do that. So you're hitting up Rakai, who's a young teen that's just lit. Like, yeah, you could say he's a little bit disrespectful. He's mischievous. That's what he is. Him going in on like Cutie Cinderella, I thought that was like out of hand, especially when she was just tossing jokes at you and he gets disrespectful sometimes in that scenario. But overall, he's a mischievous guy. He's an entertainer. And your man's is sitting right next to him that actually put hands on a chick. And he's the one that you want to check. And also, what gives you the right to check him? You're 30 years old. You're grown. You're getting drunk constantly. You're throwing ass on stream, talking about, oh, no, you want to find God. Oh, you're done drinking now. This is just goes to show you this person is out of it. Completely not living in the same reality that we're in. And you just see her eating that Chick-fil-A and that very, very nice interior. I love a good interior. And you're just like, man, how the hell did she end up there? Well, you could probably come to some conclusions. But like I said, I do respect the fact that she has been grinding on her stream, trying to build her stuff up, not having to rely on other people and collaborations and potential relationships like the one that she had with DDG. But yeah, she needs to learn when to shut up. Like, I just don't think her brain operates in that capacity. Like, yo, what am I looking like after Deshae? And that's why you know Deshae knows what he's talking about. Because Deshae got out the clip. He's like, listen, I got heat on me right now. I can't be saying anything, and I cannot have you saying anything next to me. Maybe Deshae should teach. Nah, what am I? He can't teach an old dog new tricks. If she's talking like this, she hasn't learned anything in the 10 plus years she's been in the game, and she's a vet. You got to think about it. Rakai's like, what, 17? He was 4 years old when she first got in the game, and he knows the game better than she does. Like, man, get the hell out of here, dog. I really like the way that he responded. Because he didn't get really disrespectful with her. He just pointed out, he's like, yo, Deshae, and Deshae doesn't want to address that. You're like, yo, look, this is her, right? At an award show where you're supposed to be professional, where it's not scripted. And she's going up there drunk, behaving like that. And of course, Deshae's speechless. He doesn't want to mess up his relationship with her. He's probably known her for a long time. But yeah, Rakai toasted India Love. And hopefully, well, no, I'm not going to hope. I'm not going to waste my hope. She's not going to learn a damn thing, and she's going to repeat something goofy in the near future. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.